I'm Natalia Bonner. It's day 297. Today we're going to be stitching using my new mini inside out machine quilting ruler. Now, I do just want to let you know, when I'm showing this quilting with you, I am doing all of my quilting on a Gammill 22-inch machine. When I stitch with rulers like I am doing here, I like to stitch in the stitch regulated mode. I have my stitch length set at 12 stitches per inch. The other thing to notice here, besides always having an extended base plate, a ruler plate on your machine for any ruler work that you do, I also always end with my needle in the down position. By doing that, it makes it a little bit easier to move your ruler around. You know that your machine's not moving. It's going to stay exactly where you left it. Hope that helps a little bit, but in the meantime, let's get stitching. I'll start out by using my blue Mark Be Gone marker and a rotary type ruler. I'm going to mark a T right through the center of my quilt block. Now I'm ready to begin stitching. I'll start stitching on the left side of the block at that marked point. I'm going to stitch up to that top point. Now you can see here as I stitched that first line, I lined up my mini inside out machine quilting ruler so that notch intersects the point where I want to stitch. That notch is there to help you stitch point to point without having to try and figure out your marking as precisely. Once I've stitched all the way around point to point around the outside of the block, then I'm going to travel up and I'm going to add lines radiating out from that box that I've created in the center. So I'm lining up my machine quilting ruler. You can see here that I can use that straight line that's through the center of it and line it up right on top of that center stitch line. Stitch radiating lines all the way to the outside, every ½ inch apart. Once I complete that first triangle, then I'm going to move over to the second triangle and I'm going to stitch this time lines that echo out from that triangle. I'll fill in that top section all the way with those echo lines. Now I'll travel in the ditch, moving down to the bottom of the block. In that bottom right corner, now I'm going to make the lines that look like they're radiating out from that inside box, working back and forth using my previous stitch line or the ditch as the line where I travel, working back and forth. You can see to keep that accurate ½ inch spacing, I'm lining that first marked line on the machine quilting ruler up with my previous stitch line and then stitching in from the inside to the outside and repeating that process. From there, I'll travel over to that remaining bottom triangle and I'm going to stitch one more set of those lines ½ inch apart that echoes, not radiates this time, that echoes out from that bottom side. Once I've finished completing that bottom triangle, then I'll complete this design by stitching in the ditch all the way around the outside of the block, and then I'll mist away those marked lines. Friends, I hope you enjoyed today's blog and found a little bit of inspiration with my machine quilting. Now just remember, you can pick up the panel, the rulers, the thread, all of the notions that I'm using in this video today over on my website, peaceandquilt.com. And don't forget to share your progress pictures over on Instagram using the hashtag Let's Stitch with Natalia. That's where we will be selecting winners for weekly prizes. See you all tomorrow. Thank you.